You guys remember like 10 or 15 years ago where you were supposed to be really safe and secure online, not talk to strangers? That was a fun time, wasn't it? Now it's different. We've got Uber, where you use the internet to get into strangers' cars. Airbnb, where you use the internet to stay at strangers' houses. So I'm just keeping up with the times, and I'm going to share with you, a lot of strangers, the results of my DNA test on the internet. So for Christmas, I got one of those DNA test kits where you can find out your ancestry composition. This is not an ad or anything, they're not paying me, but I used 23andMe, it's pretty good. They should pay me, so if you guys are watching this, please pay me. But I used 23andMe, you send them a saliva sample, a couple weeks later they send you back the results of your DNA test showing the composition of your ancestry, and that is what I'm going to show you guys today, the composition of my ancestry. Start it off here. Okay, so here's the basic front page of the ancestry composition. It kind of gives you this map that shows you where your ancestry has come from. And then we get into this page here that just gives you the whole overview of the percentages of your DNA and ancestry breakdown. Here we can see some of the areas that I have no ancestry: East Asian, Native American, South Asian, Sub-Saharan African, Oceanian. Okay, now here we've got Southern European. As you can see at the top there, 30.9%. 22.2% of that is Italian, which isn't surprising to me. I've always thought that I was a quarter Italian because my grandfather on my father's side is 100% Italian. So that broadly Southern European 8.1% there, I'm not sure exactly what that is. I'm not sure if that is 8.1% of other Southern European countries that they can't be specific about, or if that could possibly go towards Italian. So really, am I closer to 30% Italian, or is that just other countries that they can't specify? So that I don't really know. I have to do some research on. Okay, now getting into the bulk here. Northwest European, 63.9%. As you can see at the top there, French and German, 26.5%. I feel like that's more German than French. We've got some good German names in my family, like Becker and Hausmann. I don't know about any French names that we have, so let's give that 26.5% to mostly German. It must be why I'm so drawn to go live in Germany. Then we've got the British Irish, 15%. I'm a little surprised. I actually thought there'd be more. I thought there was more Irish. We've got good Irish names in here. Bradley is one of them. Scandinavian, that's pretty cool. I went up to Norway and Sweden last year. That was pretty sweet. So for the most part, I'm a basic European mutt. I did have one little surprise here, 0.6% Middle Eastern. Giving me some diversity there. So this chart's pretty cool that it gives you here. It shows how many generations ago your most recent ancestor was for each population. You can see Italian, 3 generations ago. That's accurate. My great-grandfather was born in Italy. That's 3 generations. Got some more recent French and German, British, Irish. Then as I go back further, I can see the other populations, which is pretty cool stuff. So most of you guys probably know that I've got my Italian passport. I got that last summer, and in doing all the research and paperwork to get that document, I got really into my ancestry and my heritage. And I think for Americans it's especially fascinating because unless you're Native American, your family hasn't been on this continent for a very long time. My family has been on the continent of North America for like 115 or 120 years, which is nothing. So I think it's really natural to be curious about where your ancestors came from before they were here in America. So for Americans, I think this is really fascinating. My question to you guys who live in Europe, who live in Germany or Austria or the UK, is this kind of stuff as interesting to you guys? Would you be interested in getting a DNA test to see your heritage? Or has your family been living in the same area for many generations and you kind of already know that? So let me know your thoughts on this stuff. I think it's super cool. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time.